Y'all, it's been a whirlwind of a day, and I need to be taking it easy, so I'm definitely gonna do that. But we are in day 5 of 7 in our 7 books in 7 days. Today's read is Blacktop Wasteland, and I've already started. I'm actually gonna do these next two days differently just because I need to be resting. So I'm just gonna go, like, it's currently 5 o'clock. It's currently 5 p.m. So I'm not gonna try and like rush and read the book. I will give myself until 5 p.m. the next day and see how everything goes. So that's what I will be doing moving forward. So far, I'm about 15% of the way through the book right now, and I'm really enjoying how Bug's story is like starting to unravel slowly but surely. We've already met his mother, who is fucking horrible, but that's just how these stories go sometimes. S.A. Cosby really knows how to like give you that family dynamic of like people you like, people you don't like, the mysteriousness of characters. Like, he really just knows how to give you all of that. So I'm gonna rest for right now, and I'll come back to the book when I get the chance and take y'all through the reading journey. It doesn't matter how much S.A. Cosby I read, okay? This is like my 4th book by him. And I don't know why I was surprised that there was another villain. I went to the back of his catalog, y'all, his older, grittier work. And it does not matter how many times I read this man's work, I'm always surprised. It don't even matter. Like, I would say, yes, I'm about halfway through this book. I got I would say I have about 150 pages left. And this book, compared to Razorblade Tears, King of Ashes, and All Sinners Bleed, it doesn't matter. I'm always surprised on how else he could shake up our world. I always love the Southern Virginia forgotten counties. Like, I always love how his stories take place in those backwoods because it feels very realistic. So I love his writing. I love the writing in this book. Like, I'm speechless, y'all. So we're gonna continue to read and see how else he could shake up this world, because he finna just shake it up. Y'all, they done took her out, and I can't believe it. The detail in which S.A. Cosby writes just has you like you're there, like you are a fly on the wall. And I do not want to be a fly on the wall in this scene. They could take me out of the wall. I don't want to be the fly no more. I am officially done with day 5, y'all. We read Blacktop Wasteland by S.A. Cosby, and this was thrilling, okay? My mouth hit the floor a couple of times. I literally was speechless. He had me very speechless, per usual. This is definitely part of his older work, and honestly, I'm not mad. This book gets a 4.5 star from me. It is definitely sitting at so this is my 4th S.A. Cosby book. This one is definitely sitting at my number 3. This is definitely one of my top 3 so far. The last book that I need to read by him is My Darkest Prayer. That's in his most gritty. I think that one is probably going to be his most gritty book thus far. I could be wrong, but I don't know. But let's get into this one. So Blacktop Wasteland takes place, I think it takes place in I say between 2008 and 2012. I think this is when this story takes place because Obama was in office, y'all. That literally just gave me a mention of Obama. So I definitely think 2008 to 2012. This follows Bogart, who is basically like a outlaw. Like he drives cars, he loves cars, like he just knows cars. And he just admires who his father was. He knows that his dad has passed. He just does not know where his dad went after he left him and his mother. And now Bogart is a husband, a father of two, trying to separate his life. Like he is in complete ruin right now. Things are beyond bad. There, he's like 2 months past due on rent. The bills are in like 30 days. This is due in 30 days. We have final notice bills. Okay, Bogart is down bad. He is working with his cousin slash brother, somebody who's really important to him, named Kelvin, and they just pick up a job so they can get some extra cash in their hands to at least try and pay the rent on the shop that they own. So things kind of just like pick up from there. We just get a little bit of his backstory of like not necessarily how he becomes an outlaw, but just like kind of the reason why he's in the predicament that he's in right now. Things slowed up. There was another mechanical shop that opened up, and he was just like, I gotta do what I gotta do. So we're going back to driving. So one thing that was a really big mention is that he really missed driving for a crew, like just making sure that the money was flowing the same way that it was. Like this was the biggest issue in this book, is that there was no money flowing. So what I really enjoyed about this book was how desperate you could feel Bogart get throughout the book. And he meets up with this old partner that he had named Ronnie Simmons. Y'all, that old white boy was crazy, okay? I say was past tense because y'all know how it's a Cosby get. So the job that Ronnie ends up approaching Bogart about, he's just like, I don't want to hear really not much of this job, but desperate times calls for desperate measures. So they do the job, shit goes left real quick, and turns out the job was a front for something else. They did not know that when they stole the diamonds. So that is where the real story picks up. And when I tell you that story picked up, oh baby, it was all gas, no brakes, okay? One thing that I will say is that you can see S.A. Cosby's love for cars shine brightly in this book. The details, I'm not a car girly, but you can just tell from the details that S.A. Cosby gives about working in a mechanic shop, working on cars. You can tell this man loves cars. That is all up and through this book. Now, when I tell y'all this was such a good read, I want to say like when I got maybe about 30% to 40% in, I really could not put this book down. And I love how when S.A. Cosby gives us the true antagonist of the book, oh, they're really villainified. Like he knows how to write a villain. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Again, my rating for this book is 4.5 stars. And as always, S.A. Cosby, do not miss. Okay? I will see y'all for day number 6. Bye.